Yeah, hello. Now we are looking at H lookup from the V lookup. So the V lookup is for vertical lookup. When you're looking for an information, like an example we have here, vertically, right? So maybe from the employee, you want to find information for employee in relation to the salary, right? So vertically is what we use vertical lookup for. So for example, we need salary for John, then we can use this function v lookup, right? Vertically, we want to look up for what is matching John on the fifth column, right? So VLOOKUP here, we, this is our value we are looking out for, comma, right? So comma followed by the entire table, followed by the entire table, comma again. Now we are looking at the fifth column. So the fifth column, this is fifth column. Then comma again, and we want to match our uh, function exactly what matches John. So we can pick the first. We will close it, and this should give us the salary for John. Boom. So 6,000, 65,000 dollars. So in the H lookup, we use H lookup when we are solving or analyzing data set from a horizontal table. Sometimes a table may be given which may not be in vertical position but rather in horizontal position. When it happens like that, then H lookup is the ideal function, right? As the opposite of vertical lookup. So quickly, now for the H lookup, this will become our column and this will become our row. Please take note. This will become our columns and this will become our row. So now, if I need any information, so now we are using this because I populated this data for student like we are in Center for Analysis Services. This is SL01, SL01 course, and we have 9 students over here. So among the 9 students over here, what we are looking at is um, ID1, ID2, ID3 to ID9 are students. And the course IDs are the same because we are looking at the same course, like SL01. We are looking at the course score, the score that each student had, right, in the exam. So 40. And the position. So you could see that student ID number one had 40, and the person was the ninth person, or he was in ninth position, right? And we can see somebody was in first position over here, 90. That's SL101, student ID number 3. So how do I get information for student ID number 3? Looking at his or her position, right? So I'll use the H lookup because I am looking for H lookup over here because I'm looking for information for student ID number 1 horizontally, right? So now if I pick this information, I'm looking at the horizontal part of it. What is relating to student ID number 1 over here? So H lookup. Now I'm looking for that information for 1. So you click on it, your comma, right? You highlight your entire table, right? So if you highlight your entire table from here, from the student ID, meaning you are adding the ID course score position as part of the table. But in this case, I'm only looking at this from here because our student ID becomes our column and the other side becomes our rows, right? So in this case, I need it from 1 to 9 as my data source, right? Take it, data source or the table I want to define my analysis for, right? So now I have my table here, comma. So now, since I have my table here, I need my row. Which row? So this is row number 1. The 2 here will become row number 1, row number 2, row number 3. So row number 4. On the 4th row as an index. Now I want to match it exactly, right? I want to match it exactly. So first, and I must get my ninth position over here, right? Now, if I need same information. I want to know the score for student ID number 1. So student ID 1, student ID 1, right? I want to know his score. So I will use my Hlookup Hlookup, then my 1 again, because I need a score for my student ID number 1, my table, comma, then from the student number 1 ID, what do I need? I need his or her score. So where can I find the score? I can find the score on the 3rd column. So 1, 2, 3. Here is where I can find the score. So 3. So my 3 is my index followed by force. I want to match it exactly, right? So I can have it here and boom. Now I have the score here to be 40. So this is how we can use the Hlookup as well, as quickly as it is. So we keep exploring, and if you have any difficulty, let me know. Okay, let's do this for student ID 6. Student number ID 6. We want to look at his position, right? So now we have our Hlookup student ID number 6, comma, we highlight our data source, that's our table, right? Then this is our table, comma, right? Then from student ID number 6, we want to look at his or her position, right? So now where can we find the position? 1st column, 2nd column, 3rd column, 4th column, horizontally, right? So on the 4th column, so you write number 4, comma, right, and force. You match it here. So when you match it here, then you close it. You must get his or her position as what? 3rd. So this is how we use the Hlookup. The Hlookup is used for horizontal tables, and VLOOKUP is used for vertical columns or vertical tables, like we have in many other structured data, right? And we use the Hlookup on the other way around. So please know the difference of two and how to exploit the two. Thank you.